would you guys agree with the statement there is light skin privilege?
Oh, indubitably.
Yeah.
I'll even go and say dark skin privilege sometimes. But it's more so like
Chloe, please.
Yeah, it's pity.
I'm gonna have to cut you off a bit.
It's pity. It's pity.
Pity?
Yes.
Pity?
Yeah. Yes. Like
dark skin pity is a privilege.
Bro, no,
that is not privilege in any way, shape, or form. Please explain.
I'm saying though, like dark skinned women sometimes like they'll get certain things like out of like people pitying like they almost like they feel sorry for y'all.
No.
Like that.
No. There's no such thing as pity.
I mean, I've seen it firsthand.
No, because it's the same thing as a white person coming to tell you like, oh, well, if there's anything, there's a black people privilege because we pity you guys because you guys are always complaining about how badly you guys are being treated. Like, you know what I mean? You see how that sounds?
Yeah, I see it.
Girl having a podcast with two men on her podcast, and one of the men said like dark skin privilege is basically pity. Now that triggered me. To be technical, he said he wanted to talk about light skin privilege, and then he turned around and said, and I will also get into dark skin privilege, but I feel like dark skin privilege is more so pity. Them were his words. Okay? And when it comes to topics like that, it really pisses me off that a black man would sit there, mind you, he's dark skinned himself. A black dark skinned man gonna sit there and say, yeah, dark skin privilege for women is pity. Like, it's just pity. Basically saying like, here, damn. You see what I'm saying? Like, why does it have to be like that? Like, why do people treat dark-skinned women like that? Like, that shit is so played out, fried and dry, twisted to the side. Like, I don't understand the whole colorism thing. And then it be niggas, it be men that be darker. They be the darkest of the darkest. And they be the most colorist people in the world. I don't understand. Like, do you realize your mama probably black as hell too? Like, I don't understand. But for you to turn around and say people uplifting dark-skinned women is pity, that's like you basically saying dark-skinned women are the bottom of the barrel and people make them feel good because they feel bad for dark-skinned women. That's sick as hell. Like, the fact that there's people out here that think like that and don't think that people actually genuinely like dark-skinned women is sick as fuck. Like, that's just like when I made that video saying I wish I had 4C hair and people did not believe me because people don't like 4C hair. That's just like that. Like, I'm sick of society, bro. Like, y'all, the things that y'all think are ugly, everybody else, the whole wide world does not think that shit is ugly. Like, it's people out here that have a brain for themselves. It's people out here who think for themselves. It's people out here who lead and don't follow. Like, vast majority are followers, but it's people out here who have a brain for themselves and aren't brainwashed and conditioned to hate dark skin, to hate 4C hair. It's people out here that love that type of stuff. Y'all are just conditioned as fuck, and I feel so bad for you guys because you would never really get to see the beauty in things, because beauty is within the eye of the beholder. And if you don't see the beauty in these things, you're missing out, because you're missing out. And I'm not even being extra. Like, you're missing out. People need to learn how to love instead of hate. Like, I don't understand why y'all just hate dark skin. Like, for you to say that's pity, because when I uplift a dark skinned woman, it's never pity. It's never pity. I'm dark skinned as hell my damn self. It's never pity. I just genuinely love my skin tone, and my mom raised me to love my skin tone. Like, she would uplift me as a kid, and it was genuine. She was a dark skinned woman. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand society, bro. I don't.
Okay, so I obviously had to respond to this real quick because, listen, if you ever want to get a black woman triggered, just say something about her skin tone. Like, just mention something about the color of her skin and you will have her triggered, or at least you will have her intrigued. Okay, so real quick, I mean, sometimes I feel like people just be saying stuff, honestly, just to get clicks and views. Like, honestly, this conversation to me is hella ignorant. Like, it really is. Like, it's 2025 and we are still over here debating like dark skin versus light skin, house Negro versus like field Negro. Like, that's really what it feels like. But honestly, the reason that this comes up, it's because these ideas and these concepts are still very much in the subconscious of many black folks, right? Black women particularly. Like, the colorism conversation, the light skin versus brown skin versus dark skin is literally an ongoing conversation. So all you got to do is have a black man stand up and say something hella dumb about a color of somebody's skin, and it's going to get people talking. I do not agree with what he said about dark skin privilege being pity. Like, I don't agree with him. I think it was a dumb thing to say. I think I can understand what he is saying, in that sometimes it can seem as if black women conflate blackness or black features with ugly. And maybe it's because, there's so many conversations online, like light skin doesn't make you pretty, or light skin privilege doesn't make you pretty, or you're not pretty just because you're light skin. Like, there's so many different conversations like that, but you don't necessarily see the reverse. You don't see, oh, dark skin doesn't make you beautiful, or having dark skin doesn't mean you're automatically gorgeous. Like, you don't see it in the reverse. And it oftentimes is, darker skinned women who are pushing for or advocating for a space where they can feel more beautiful or just as accepted as those who are lighter skinned. Like, that's usually the conversation. It's usually, oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl, or, how do we deal with those ideas, right? And we understand, like, the skin bleaching industry wouldn't be so popular if that wasn't true. So while I don't agree with what he is meaning, and I think what he said was honestly kind of silly. I don't know. He could have said that maybe just to get virality or get clicks. Obviously there is, something to be said about a lot of times darker skinned women or those who have darker complexions not feeling as beautiful or as accepted as those who have lighter skin. And there's, history to this. Like, Black women aren't making this stuff up. Dark-skinned women aren't making this stuff up. So there is something to this, particularly in the West. If you were talking about, Black people or darker-skinned people and their experience in a predominantly white nation or white countries, like, yeah, they're going to have a unique experience. So I can acknowledge that. But with that said, it's like, we obviously know it's not true that dark-skinned people are not objectively ugly. Like, there are beautiful dark-skinned women, and Black features are not objectively ugly too. Like, I mean, we just gotta be an acceptance of that and get beyond that. And let me also say, like, I think it's okay for people to have preferences. I think it's okay if a dark-skinned man likes or prefers light-skinned women. I think that's okay. If a darker skinned woman likes or prefer light skinned men, like, I think that is okay. Like, it is okay to have preferences. Now, I am an advocate for, having healthy self-esteem and having healthy esteem around your culture, and like making sure you're not into like some raccooning. Like, I will always advocate for that. But I inherently don't think that it's wrong for people to have preferences around colors. Like, I don't. And I will say, from honestly a lot of the things that I've heard from men, like, I don't hear Black men going out of their way castigating dark-skinned women all the time. I honestly feel like sometimes these things are said just to have conversations, just for people to get triggered. But in my day-to-day life, like, I don't see Black men in general going around talking about how unattractive dark-skinned women are. If anything, I hear the exact opposite. I hear dark-skinned women are beautiful. I wish I saw more natural hair. I love this. I love that. Like, I, in my own anecdotal experience, hear and see the opposite. And I have to remind you, like, for all these, Black men don't like dark-skinned women or whatever, we have to remember that the Black population is still growing globally. So clearly, somewhere in this world, there are plenty of dark-skinned Black men who are choosing and procreating with dark-skinned Black women and creating dark-skinned Black kids. So it's like, I mean, y'all, like, at a certain point, we just got to recognize some of the stuff is just like some old plantation stuff, and to just move beyond it. If you are a good person, if you have a good consonance, and you are a dark-skinned woman, you are going to have luck, and you will be able to find somebody who loves you. You will be able to have a good life if you are a good person, and you are in God's plan for your life. Like, you're dark skin. Having dark skin doesn't mean that your whole life is terrible, that you can never find love, that you're unattractive, that you're ugly, and that the whole world is against you. Like that's not true. It's just not. And so, yeah, some of these things I think are absolutely just trigger points. I will not overlook, and I will acknowledge that darker skinned people have a unique experience or something that's completely different than those who are lighter or white, obviously. But that doesn't mean that your life has to be horrible, that you're lesser than, or that you're like a pity party. Like, that's just stupid. Anyways, y'all, that's what I have. What do y'all think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening if you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.
I'm really excited to announce my new kids book, Aisha Learns to Love Her Hair. Aisha's hair is stunning, but she struggles to see its beauty. Through encouragement and wisdom from Grandma Lily, Aisha learns powerful lessons about self-acceptance. Aisha's journey is a heartwarming tale of family, culture, and confidence. Share her magical journey with your little loved one today, available for purchase.